Yo, what's up, my people? How y'all doing? It's your boy Devin B and Black Diamond FX. All right, so today we're looking at crude oil. We'll be looking at gold. We'll be looking at silver and the one I've been trading the most lately, the Nasdaq. All right. Oh, look at Nasdaq. Oh, look at Nasdaq. I forgot I had this on Nasdaq, y'all. Look at this. But look, y'all see this? Come on, man. Now, while we on Nasdaq, let me show y'all exactly what I saw. All right, let me show you exactly what I saw because this is powerful. Now, I don't know if you guys have been watching, but I did a video recently on the volume profile, using the volume profile, using those high volume nodes with on the volume profile. All right. I'm the type of trader I like to keep things very, very simple. I mean, when I say very simple, I'm talking about my kindergarten, stuff my kindergarten can probably do. All right. I'm talking my kindergarten, that's my youngest daughter. All right. So what I like to do is if you look at the volume profile, you have three parts to it. You have the point of control, that's this part here where most of the volume has been traded. See what this white line is? All right. That's why most of the volume has been traded. Okay. You have these peaks. The point of control has a peak, and outside of that, you have other peaks. Those are called high volume nodes. High volume, high volume has been traded at those price levels as well. All right. And you have low volume nodes. Those are the valleys in between the peaks. So you have a low volume node here. So you have low, I'm going to say lower volume here because this area is lower in volume than this one and this one. All right. And you have low volume up here. All right. You also have what's called value area high. See where it's shaded at up here and then where it's shaded down here. All right. So your value area high is the edge right here. Your value area low is down here. All right. So what I like to do is now I have been trading those rejections off of those low volume nodes. All right. That would have gave me a good trade right here. Rejection. There's actually a liquidity sweep inside. This would have looked like a fair value gap on a higher time frame. All right. I would have probably taken that as a buy opportunity. But lately, what I've been looking at is supply and demand off of those high volume nodes. And it's easy to see you got the high volume node here. All right. Everywhere you have a high volume node, you're going to notice price like to chop or make that consolidation or supply and demand zone. All right. So, and with your supply and demand zones, remember, there are two things you want to see for a strong supply and demand zone. And it's the same as an order block. You want to see it break structure. So it did break structure. All right. And you want to see it leave behind fair value gap, which it did as well. All right. And I want to see this come down. Now, although it did come in this, we had a liquidity sweep here. I kind of want to see it come down into my zone, into my demand zone, and sweep this low right here. Now, will it happen? It's a possibility that it may not happen. All right. But that's what I want to see. Now, today we do have interest rates in 2 hours. So it's a possibility if this tends to stick around, it's a possibility that this could drop down, tap into here, sweep this low, sweep this liquidity here, this low, and then boom, go on up. All right. So right now it's just a wait and see with NQ. All right. NQ is just a wait and see. Let's move up the charts and look at silver since it is next. As you can see, silver is clearly bearish. All right. And let's put on the volume profile and see what we got. So if I put it on here, and I like to put it at the start of the trading day. All right. Now, remember what I told you guys about those high volume nodes, right? Look at this one right here. See our point of control is here. Point of control, that's your high. Your point of control is always going to be your highest volume node. Wherever your point of control is, that's going to be your highest volume node. And look at that. Boom. If I stretch it, see that? Look at this high volume node here. If we look over to the left, look, another zone right up in there. Y'all see that? Now there are going to be zones all over your chart. The best zones are the ones that you're going to find at those high volume nodes. That are going to be your best ones. Look, this little zone up here. Watch. Stretch it over. Boom. Y'all see that? This little zone right here represents over here. All right. Now look in between them. You got low volume. Price busted through it. Low volume here. Price busted through it. Look, even came back up and got a rejection. Came down. All right. What do we have here? Low volume. This is silver. Low volume. All right. It's a big old low volume node. All right. Price is coming down. So now if I'm looking at this right here, I see, okay, price currently inside of this HVN. I want to see it break out and then retest it. All right. It's going to continue down. I want to see it break out and retest it. Now, this is something else I want to show you guys because this is important. Notice how now my volume profile is from the start of today, right? But look at where we're at. We're near this low. All right. So right now, there's no data below this low. If price keeps coming down, there's no data that I can read below this low for the current day. All right. So if I want to see what's going on a little bit further down, what I do sometimes is I like to move the start of my volume profile somewhere where it's going to show me some data that's down there. All right. So if I look over to the left, it'll have to be all the way over here. So let's see what we got. And yes, it is legit. So let's see if I put it over here. Because this is the first area that drops below here. Now, what do we have? Let's go back down to the 15-minute. Look, okay, high volume. High volume node. Look, sitting right above it, you have a little low volume area here, which you kind of tapped. Then, now I want to see price come down. I want to see it break out and then come back in. Then I can target perhaps that previous low over here, perhaps that low, or perhaps some other area. Most likely this low right here, because that's the next low. That one, yeah, most likely that low right there. All right, that's how I like to do my targets. I like to target structure for my take profits. All right, but yeah, that's what I want to see. And look, you see we got all this low volume. Watch this. All this is low volume all the way down to here. This represents that low that I showed you. And look at what's going on. See that? So I want to see this breakout. Probably can drop this just a little bit just to cover that whole zone right there. All right. But yeah, I want to see this breakout. Break out, come back and retest it, and then go down. All right. So I'm gonna leave that right there on silver. Let's see if it follows that flight plan. All right. Let's see if we got any comment section. All right. Nobody yet. Nobody quite yet. All right. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Share. Hold on. Let me share. I want to share this with my community right quick. Copy. Is it copy? I'll go to my community here. Paste. Boom. All right. All right. Let's go back to the charts. So let's look at gold now. We're going to come back to silver. We're going to come back to all of these. Let's see. NQ. All right. Silver and gold. All right. Now, earlier I thought gold was coming down. I ain't gonna say I thought it was coming down. It was coming down. I think it will still continue to go down. All right. But still we're gonna play this the same way that we play silver, and the same way we play everything else. Volume profile. See what we got. High, look at where our high volume nose at. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 major ones. 1, 2 at the point of control, 3 right here. Let's go to 15-minute. Check it out. All right. This one here says high volume, but it doesn't really look like it. It's kind of almost like a fake out almost. Y'all see that? Even here. All right. But look at what we got. Let's take a look at current price. Current price is here. Okay. Coming back up to the point of control. That's why I think gold is going to continue coming down. Because look at what's going on. Coming up to that point of control right there. And we're tapping. It's about to tap that. It's about to hit that 50 moving average. All right. Look at what this. Supply. I'm going to mark the HVN there. To there. Stretch it over. See that? That's our supply right there. All right. Let's see if it tap into, and we got breaker structure right here. Right. And look, fair value as well. All right. So let's see. I'm looking for some rejection and then some bearish price action to take this down. All right. So right now, gold is at a decision point right now. Gold is at a point where I would decide, am I going to take this trade or am I not going to take this trade? All right. But there's still some things I want to see before I even hop in it. Because as you can see, it's still pushing up. It could continue to push up. It could push up and go over. All right. Don't be in a rush to get in the trade. I know it's you know, that people are anxious to make the money, but don't be in a rush. We have to take our times. All right. So while we're waiting on gold, let's see what NQ. And let's see what silver. All right. See silver still inside. Gold again. See gold 3 minute. We got getting 3 minute rejection. All right. Let's look at crude oil. While everything else is setting up, let's look at crude. Crude skyrocketing. All right. Once again, 1 hour volume profile. Look where our main area is at here. Right there. Watch when we stretch it. Look at that. Perfect. A lot of volume up here as well. Or we're going to drop time frames. All right. And zone here. All right. Let's go to 15 minute. This is using these high volume, using these nodes, man. It's an easy way to mark up your zones. Easy way. See, price never came back and tapped this yet. And price is up here currently. Let's go to 5 minute. Look at that. Come on, dog. All right. And even you can see some smaller ones down here. All right. Well, let's see what this one does, because like this one might come down and tap somewhere either in this LVN or right here. All right. See how it's pulling back? Look, we got fair value gap right there. We got a low volume node right here. This might be the one. This might be the one. This one still hasn't been touched. All right. So let's see. Take a look back at gold. Look, see how gold is rejecting? 3 minute, 1 minute. See how gold is rejecting, especially off of that 50 moving average. It's powerful right there. 50 moving average is at the 50, at the point of control, and inside of supply. I think this will be a good sell on gold, a very good sell. Silver playing around. Nasdaq still undecided. Nasdaq, now I can tell you right now, the indices are going to wait for interest rate. All right, just the threat of interest rate news is going to do something crazy. Then it's going to continue going up. I'm telling y'all, I got that feeling. I just got that feeling. All right, I just got that feeling. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Those of you that are on, I appreciate the support. If you're a subscriber, you know I really appreciate you. Go ahead on and hit that thumbs up too. Show your boy some love, man. Show your boy some love. I'm trying to give y'all some game. All right. Who trades options? Dog, let me tell you, you trade if you trade options, you can make a lot of money trading this exact same way. Exact same way. All right. SPY is like the S&P. Look a little different though. Triple Q is like the NQ. Once again, looks a little different. But you can trade options using the same strategy. NVIDIA. All right. This is all just chopping. NVIDIA, QQQ. Watch this. I'm going to put a fresh. Let's see what just today look like. Look. Go down to 3 minutes. Look at what we got. Look at everywhere we got consolidation here. Stretch it. Look at that. Supply. Boom. Right back to it. Create another supply. Boom. Going right back to it again. Inside of LVN. Look, see how it's starting to come down? Bro, I'm telling you, it's powerful, dog. This look like it will come down. QQQ. All right. SPY is pretty much the same. Let's put a fresh profile on it. All right. Now this one looks a little different. This one looks a little different, but you can see supply right back up to it. We broke structure here. We got fair value coming down. I'm telling you, it's going to come down. NVIDIA just chopping. Chop. Look at that. This is a balance right here. See when it's balanced like this? The rule of thumb is you trade from value area high back to the middle, value area low back to the middle. I don't touch it. I don't touch it because I don't trust it. And at any point, it can break out. At any point, it can break out. Hold on, you guys. I forgot to put my link, my Discord link. Hold on. I'm going to pin it for you guys. Give me 1 second. Copy. Paste. All right. Now, pin. There we go. All right. And there we go. For you guys that want to join the Discord, there it is. All right. Back to the chart. Let's see what gold's looking like. Look, see, we getting that rejection on gold. I told y'all, man. I just want to see it come down, keep coming down. Because it can come down. Technically, we still bullish. We're not officially. You could wait to break, come back inside, and enter. You could break that low, come back, give you a failed swing high, take your trade on down. All right. This is an aggressive entry right here. All right. Silver, playing around. NQ. NQ look like it's trying to make its way down. Crude like it's still going up. Let's see what Crude gonna do. But do you guys see this? You guys see how those HBNs create those, not create them, but it shows you where those good institutional supply and demand zones are at. All right. Oh man. I'm a little sleepy. Look, coming down. I told y'all. Y'all can play with me if y'all want. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all gonna miss out. Let's see, we got any. All right, so no 2 thumbs up. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's look at Forex. Although it wasn't part of the plan, sometimes we gotta deviate, right? Let's see, 1 hour. All right. So 1 hour. Volume profile, this AUD USD. Oh, this should look nice. It should look nice. Look at that. We got this big area here. Easy to spot. Let me put this back on. All right. So we got there. And we got here. Let's see. I'll mark this node there. All right. So we came down, we broke out. Probably want to see it break back up into it and then come down. Or break out and then break out the bottom side and retest. Or it could break out the top, like consolidate a little bit, break out the top, and then drop. All right. But I probably would be looking for something bearish on AUD USD. Let's look at it. Tell me this ain't bearish. 15 minute. All right. Euro USD. Let's get a fresh one. Y'all, I'm getting sleepy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna make it till 1 o'clock. Look, highest volume here. Got a high volume node there. You can see, look, came down, we broke this structure, came back up into it. Now it's trying to push down again. I'm telling y'all, once y'all start really seeing it, it's gonna be hard not to see. All right. POC. Excuse me. High volume area. Left came back. Boom. Another high volume area. See, some of these not as clear. Well, I can say not as clear, but it don't really line up. It works better with some pairs on Forex than others. It definitely worked good with the indices. And we saw that in the future side. This is the Dow Jones. See that? High volume node, consolidation or supply zone. High volume node, look, straight across, supply zone. All right. Go down to the 3-minute. What we got? HVN right here. Look at what happened. HVN came down, broke structure, came back, boom. Broke structure again, came up. LVN right there. Boom. Order block, beautiful order block right there. This is a beautiful sell right here on US 30. That's beautiful. It's almost like a perfect setup right there. Message retracted from Misty May Cruz. Don't retract your message, Misty May Cruz. Tell me what you got to tell me. I don't think anybody asks dumb questions unless it was something like, disrespectful, then I'll just block you. Look at what we got. High volume node. Remember I was saying the high volume node on the other one, and we may get a move up and then drop. This is similar to what I'm talking about. See, we got a high volume node right here. And we got low volume into an order block. What happened? See, that's liquidity sweep. Swept these highs into the LVN. What I say happens at LVNs, either rejection or it busts straight through it, right? Or are we getting rejection on this one? Boom. If it's going to keep coming down, I'm definitely looking for it to break this low right here. At least hit the low. All right, US 30. All right, one more round. One more look at on these. Crude oil. Gold. Gold slacking up some. Silver. NQ. See NQ trying to make his way down. I'm telling you, NQ gonna come and it's gonna sweep. It's gonna hit my zone and it's gonna go up. Watch what I'm telling you. SPY, Triple Q, NVIDIA. All right, look, NVIDIA trying to break out. Not NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA trying to break out. So let's see. Let's look at some data below this because it's trying to break out. And right now we really don't have nothing. But let's move it over. Let's move it to here. See what we got. Okay, got a low volume node here. It could reject it and go up, or it could break through and then come back to it. I'm leaning more towards the breakthrough in it, breaking through it and come back to it. Something like this. So if this is the low volume node, I'm looking at perhaps breakthrough, come back to it. Get your entry, boom, boom. All right. Now, I could be wrong. I'm just anticipating. And I say that only because we're below that 50 moving average and we're below the point of control. All right. But that's neither here nor there. The market is going to do what the market going to do, no matter what I say or think. All right. But I just wanted to come on and show you guys, this is how I trade. I trade like this every day. You have to be patient. You have to be very, very patient. Some days the market moves. Some days it's like this. We don't control it. All right. We have to take whatever the market gives us. And that's what we do. All right. But once again, I thank you all for coming So do you use high volume nodes? Yeah, pretty much. So not T9Y. So do you use the high volume node as supply and demand? Yes, pretty much. The high volume nodes show you where the supply and demand levels are. It shows you those high volume, aka institutional supply and demand zones. Those are the supply and demand zones that you want to see. Because you can look at your chart and see supply and demand zones all over the place, but don't mean that they're going to work. All right. And as you can see, even some of the institutional ones might not get tapped. It's not guaranteed that your supply and demand zones are going to get tapped, but the ones that we see on the high volume node give us the highest probability of price coming back to it and tapping us in. All right. Also, how would I know what point? Oh, so check this out. Where do you put the volume profile? So first of all, this is the one I use. Mainly, I use the anchored volume profile. I do use the fixed range profile sometimes. All right. Sometimes I do use fixed range. All right. But mainly, it's been the anchored. And like, say, if you're trading the New York session, you come in and you put the anchored volume profile. See how I got my period separators, my day separators on? You want to put your day separators on. All right. And then you go to the first candle of the day. And then you just click it. Click. Watch me erase this one. All right. Erase you. All right. Now watch. Anchored volume profile. Come over here. Anchored volume profile. I got a star on it because it's one of my favorites. Click on it. And then you just click where you want it at. Right there. See? And then if you want, like, remember I said price was down here. So if it starts here and ends here, it's not going to show me data, anything below the lowest point of the day. But if I want to see data below that, I got to find out, okay, where is the data? So the previous day. All right. So now I can just stretch it over to the previous day. Now it shows me the data for the previous day. All right. And I can see low volume, kind of high in between right there. You know, it kind of taper off. All right. And if I want to get lower than that, like way down here, I can just stretch it all the way over here. All right. Now I can see real good. Look, check this out. If it breaks, now I can tell you with confidence, if it breaks this, we going down here. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Come on, dog. And that's institutional supply and demand. This ain't no, oh man, I don't know. It might be, it might not be. Nah, that's big money right there. If it breaks this, if it breaks here, we got nothing but low volume here. It's gonna shoot down. I mean, like it's gonna fall like a rock down to 203. All right, that's a lot of money, y'all. That's a lot of money. You can already see we kind of. I'm not gonna say we. Let me see. Overall, see, we made a lower high, but making lower lows. So yeah, we consolidating. It looked like it might want to come down though. Don't be surprised if it give us a move up, take out these highs, and then drop. But I am looking for it to come down to this demand zone right here, and be in a good take profit level. It gotta fight its way down through this point of control first, though. There's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of fighting between buyers and sellers. All right. Let's see if any other questions. Let's see. Thank you so much. I'm watching all your videos because I want to learn how to add the volume profile. Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments. I really do. I will be coming on live more, and I will be more videos as well. I realize a lot of people and see, I'm gonna tell y'all, I had stopped for a little while because I'm like, I'm not one, I don't like making repeat content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like making the same thing over and over. So that's why I don't make a whole lot of videos. But I have been getting people telling me that they want more, you know. So I'm like, all right, then cool. You know, if that's what you guys want, I will make more. You know, I just hadn't been doing it because I don't know. I feel like it'll get redundant. You know, I'm just repeating the same thing over and over. You know, but I realize the market is different every day. So is it might be almost similar, but they will have its differences. And I thank you guys. I really do. I appreciate, man. Y'all just don't know the support, the love that you guys show has been amazing, man. Amazing, because I've had this channel for some years now, and you guys really, really have started showing me some love. I appreciate that, and I will be coming back with more and more. All right. So I thank you guys. I hope you guys can take this and use it, rewatch it, share it with your trading communities. I have my Discord link up there. It's totally free. We go in there, we chat about trading, we chat about life, we celebrate each other. I do offer one-on-one sessions. Now, the one-on-one sessions, they're going to be paid sessions. I don't beg anybody to join. If you want to, I want you to DM me. I'm not going to DM you and ask if you want. You have to DM me. All right. I thank you guys again, and I will talk to you all later. And y'all have a great day.